Well, Gareth, European action this weekend, trip to Italy, something a bit different?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the first time I think the club's been in Italy for a competitive game, and definitely should be a different experience, but it's going to be a tough one as well.
You go there on the back of a great win at Newcastle last weekend. Not only puts us back in the top six, but gives you a real belief going into this fixture.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the way the boys have performed over Christmas period, maybe a couple of games were just a little bit disappointing where we didn't come away with a result, but the win at the weekend has definitely set us up really well as we go into the new year, and sets us up nicely for a different competition, which brings a bit of freshness really.
These next 2 weeks in particular, especially with the Amlin, potential to maybe qualify for a quarter-final, but first things first, let's get the job done in Italy.
Yeah, that's the main thing, isn't it, really? Next week is completely irrelevant if we don't get a result this weekend. We've got to really focus on a big performance in Italy. I think the game that we played here maybe flattered us a little bit with the way the scoreline read, but we're very aware of what can happen out there, and we've got to really bring a big performance if we want to set ourselves up for the following week.
Just said to Brian, for a lot of you that have been around the club, it's something different, these European fixtures. There's a chance to see a different culture, a different style of game, and that as players you must relish it.
Oh, absolutely. It's what we worked so hard for, to get these sort of opportunities, and it's another big, it's almost an adventure whenever you get these sort of trips away, and yeah, it's like something we're really looking forward to. We've put in some good performances in the European games thus far that we've had, and it's another opportunity to go away, like you said, to another country, another culture, and experience something new.
What have you learnt from the Prato game previously? You would have looked at the tape again this week and maybe spotted a few things about them. What sort of game are you expecting from them? Yeah,
well, I think whenever you go away from home, you've got to expect it to be a hostile environment first and foremost, and we expect them to be really physical in what they want to do. They're a big side, they're very physical, like I said, and we've got to meet that head on, and hopefully, if we bring that sort of attitude that we've had in the past few weeks in the Premiership games to this game this weekend, we'll get the performance we're looking for.
Strength of the squad, we're going to rotate things a little bit in that, but you've been around that first team squad all season, and that you know how tough the competition for places is right now.
Yeah, it is, and it's almost freshens the boys up. The fellas who've been working hard, and putting the performances in the Premiership, and then guys are chomping at the bit to try and get the opportunity to play in the Premiership. I'm no different. We've got to go out there and hopefully put in a performance, a good team performance that sets us up really, and if we get that, this weekend, it puts our hands up for selection as the season progresses.
This next month though is a break from the Premiership, but when we look back at it now, top six again, it's a pretty nice place to be at the moment.
Yeah, obviously we talked about bettering ourselves this season, and we've definitely put ourselves in that position in all fronts really. To be in the top six is fantastic. To be in the Premiership, especially I know it's quite tight in there, but we're up there. We can look forward as opposed to looking back really. And same with the Amlin, we've put ourselves in position where we can maybe get qualify from the group, and that's exactly where we wanted to be. And so we're going well so far this season, but it's a matter of keeping progressing. We don't want to sit in our laurels and just be happy where we want to be. We want to get better and better, and it starts again this weekend really.
When you look at the European competition this year, you've done really well in Perpignan, almost came away with a win there. You kicked all the points that night, and you had a cracking win up at the Dragons where you came from behind. Again, it's showing the signs the club are moving forward again.
Yeah, it is. This is we're still a little bit learning of what we're trying to do really. We're still progressing. We're nowhere near the finished article. We just want to try and keep getting better and better, and it's showing now with the results that we're getting as well. So hopefully we can bring it into this weekend away in Italy. It's a completely new experience for us all, and it's a trip that we're really looking forward to, and hopefully we get a good performance.
And a number of fans will be making the trip over to Italy as well. I know even last weekend up at Newcastle, the noise they make and the support they give you guys, I know you see from Twitter messages from you guys yourself how much you appreciate it all.
Oh, of course it is, and for people to take the time to fly out to these different countries especially, we were very aware that whenever they're making those sacrifices to go out and support us, it's important to us that we repay that and put in a good performance, something that they can be proud of as well as ourselves really.
Brilliant. Thanks, Gareth.
No worries.